keeping belly nice and flat. We're gonna come down nice and slow, coming to a hollow hold. And then we exhale, we slowly bring it all the way back up. So we're not going fast this time, we're going slow. So inhale, come down. Hey everyone, welcome to your fourth version of Barb's Restore class. I'm Barbara, really good to see you again. Today we're gonna work a lot of side body, so side planks, IT band, all these different areas so that we can really get the sides lengthened and stretched and strengthened. We'll get started. We're gonna start on our back, so you're lying in your Shavasana position, and let's extend the legs all the way forward, so all the way forward onto the mat. Feet are right around hips distance. Just take your hands by your sides and just start to breathe. We always start with our breath in yoga, taking big inhales in, and then big exhales out. Starting to find your breath so that we use that breath as the internal rhythm that we use for our practice. So keep breathing. Take about 3 breaths here. We won't be here for too long. Big inhale in through the nose. Big exhale out through the mouth. Good. Twice more inhale. Big exhale out. Sink down into your mat. One more big inhale here. And then exhale, let it all go. Nice work. Now I want you to take your hands right over your head while you're in this lying down position. Put the palms together and interlace the fingers. Just keep the index fingers out. And then zip the legs together as well. So zip the legs all the way together. We're gonna do this banana position. So I want you to just sort of curve your body over to the left, like you're this big banana. Even the feet kind of go over towards the left. You're in this position where you're stretching the right side of the body just as you're here. Roll the shoulders down as much as you can, but keep extending through the arms. Good. Take one breath here. Exhale it out. Inhale, align yourself back to center. And then on your exhale, banana shape towards the other side. So we get this really long lengthening now of the right side of your body. Roll shoulders down again. Try to clasp those hands together. Let the toes now point over towards the right as well. Good. Take another breath here. And then exhale out, let it go. Nice. And now release your grip on top of your head and then grab your knees and bring them all the way into your chest. Bring your knees in your chest and start rolling left and right, side to side, just rolling the lower back out just a bit while you're here. Good. And now release your left leg, let it go all the way down onto the mat. Bring your right knee into your chest. Take an inhale as you bring your knee here, and now bring your right knee over to the right side. So over to the right side, a nice external rotation of the hip. Take one inhale here. Now as you exhale, cross your right knee over your body, coming into a supine twist. So when we're in the supine twist, we want to try to keep our shoulders on the mat. You could take your hand and try to give it a little weight like Christos is doing here. But we're getting this big stretch of so many different parts of the body, the chest, the midsection, and then a little bit into the hip. Pause here for a breath. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, come all the way back to center. Switch legs, so left knee comes into the chest, right leg extends. Inhale, take your left knee over to the left side of your body, just like that, external rotation. On your next exhale, bring left knee, cross it over your body to the other side. We get a supine twist on the other side. Again, trying to keep the shoulders on the mat like Jenny's doing right here. And then take one breath here. Good. Next inhale, bring it all the way back to center. And this time, bring both knees into your chest, squeeze your body in. And now grab behind your thighs and let's start rolling forward and back on the mat. So forward and back, getting this nice rolling effect all the way forward, all the way back, just getting the spine to be nice and long. 3 more rounds here. Good. Last 2. Last 1. And then come all the way up, cross at the ankles, and then roll over onto all 4s and come into the middle of your mat. So coming to the middle of your mat, your hands are right under your shoulders, your hips are right over your knees. Drop your head, come into your first cat pose. Curl, curl, curl. On your inhale, press chest and heart forward, come to cow. And let's move back and forth, 1 breath per movement here. Exhale, dome. Inhale, press chest and heart forward. Twice more. Exhale, dome the spine. Really pull the abdominal muscles in. Inhale, press chest and heart forward. Last one, exhale, dome the spine. And then inhale, press chest and heart forward. You got it. Now come back to a neutral spine, stay here. And let's extend your right leg all the way to the back of the mat. So right leg. So hips are square. Your hands are still energetically pressed onto the mat, and navel is pulled into spine. Let's take right leg, cross it behind the left. Ball of foot sits down, and then we push back, so getting this big stretch on the right side of your body. And then all the way in to the right calf. Good. Inhale, come all the way back to center. Pause here, reach your left arm forward and stretch. Bringing it all the way forward and here. Stay here, option to bend your leg, reach back, grab the foot, and just get a big opening of the right hip flexor and the left chest. Good. Pause here, take a breath, and then carefully release. Send your left hand down, turn to your right. We come to a modified side plank. So we're on our shin. We'll move into a full side plank later, and then maybe you reach your right foot up. Maybe you bend the knee, reach back, grab the foot, and then come into this big stretch of the hip. Good. And remember, we're emphasizing the side body here, so the more that you can think of the side body stretching and contracting, the more that you'll get out of your side body stretch. Carefully release your foot, send your hand down, send your knee down, switch sides. Left leg extends all the way to the back. Left toes bone down, point down, hips are square. And now extend your left leg behind your right. Set the ball of foot down, press back. We stretch the left side of our body. Navel's engaged the spine, really feeling this big stretch from the left armpit all the way down the side of the body. Inhale, come all the way back to center. This time, reach your right arm forward and feel this big stretch here. Stay here for a breath. Option to bend your knee, reach back, grab the top of your foot, and then push foot into hand. Good, stay and breathe. Carefully release, send your hand down, turn to your left, come into modified side plank on the other side. Reach up with the left fingertips, pull navel to spine. Let your head be sort of soft. You can take a look up, take a look down, whatever feels natural for your head. Option to raise this foot up. Last option, bend your knee, grab your foot, push foot into hand, open up through the chest. Good. And then carefully release. Let the foot go down, send the hand down, send the knee down, tuck the toes, and let's just shift the hips up and back, coming into your first downward facing dog. Good. Stay right here. So when we're in that first downward facing dog, we want to feel the lengthening of the backs of the legs. Bending the knees, maybe one knee bends and the other extends. And then maybe bend both knees, extend both legs straight. And then pause, shake your head yes, shake your head no. Good. Stay right here, keep breathing. Big inhale in, big exhale out. And then from right here, let's pause and let's raise our right leg up, bend the knee, open the hip. So we've done this before. We're stacking right hip on top of left hip. Your chest is still square to the ground, but maybe you look under your left armpit and you could see your right foot because your lower body is separated from upper. Good. And now from here, take your right knee, bring it all the way into your nose, and let's step the foot between your hands. Good. Now take your left foot, bring it all the way forward of you. We're in triangle pose. So the right knee bends just a little bit. And we're here. Usually if you have blocks at home, you could use them. Otherwise, we just have our fingertips here. The back foot is all the way down, right knee slightly bent. We're going to lift the right toes up as much as you can. Starting to feel, I know, starting to feel this extension in the right side of the leg. And then last option, we take our hands and we cross them over the right foot, feeling this big stretch in the right IT band. I know. So the more that we flex into the right toes, the more we feel this, yeah? Stay here for another breath. I know it's hard to breathe sometimes when we're in these poses. And then carefully set your right foot down, take your left hand to the left, right to the right, and then send your left leg all the way to the back, let the left knee come down, untuck the toes. Send your hands up to your right hip and then pause here and then just hold. So we're gonna get this big stretch in the left hip flexor. Stay for a breath. And now release the fingertips down to the ground, then reach them all the way up. Grab your right wrist with your left hand and then turn to one side. Good. Getting this side stretch. Come back to center, switch. Come to the other side. Good. Feeling this stretch while we're getting this big hip flexor stretch. And then come all the way back to center. Float the fingertips all the way down. Shift the hips up and back. We're now in a hamstring stretch. So right toes are pointing all the way up. Let the head drop. We get this big stretch of the right hip, the right hamstring. Maybe the right knee bends a little bit just so that we're getting that extension without locking at the knee. Once again, we take the fingertips. Actually, take your left hand, just pull your foot back so you get this really big flex of the foot, and then walk your hands over. One more IT bend stretch right here. We'll stay here for a couple breaths. Really point your right toes up towards the ceiling. I know. Good breathing back there. Stay with it. Good. One more breath. And then release your left hand forward, your right hand forward. Bend your right knee, come all the way forward. Take right hand inside of right leg. Walk the foot over. Come down to lizard. Open up through the right hip. Maybe we're here, just bending at the elbows. Maybe you come all the way down to your forearms. Drop the head. Stay for a couple more breaths. One more breath. Now plant right hand, straighten your arm. Plant left hand, straighten the arm. And then turn to your right. We're gonna take right hand just to your sacrum bone and allow the left hip to really dip. Good. I know. Try to give a little Buddha smile if you can. I'm looking at some serious faces behind me, so if you can put a little Buddha smile, then you'll kind of lean into this pose a little bit more. Good. And now we move to a modified side plank from here. So send your weight to your left knee, left shin, send your foot back. Option to come into a full side plank, coming to the side of your foot. Maybe you reach your arm up. Maybe you take your arm over your head. Again, your gaze is either down or up, whatever feels natural to you. Maybe you take your one foot up and you balance. Stay for a breath. And then carefully release. Send the hand down. Send the toe down. We shift forward. We come down either halfway or all the way. Inhale through to your up dog or cobra. Exhale, tuck toes. Downward facing dog. Nice job. Did one side, we move to the other side. So send your big toes together at the very back of the mat. Lift left leg up, bend knee, open hip. Again, feel this separation between upper and lower body. Maybe you gaze under your right armpit and you could see your left toes, but keep the chest square to the ground. Good. On your exhale, take your left knee into your nose, and this time step your left foot between your hands. We're gonna bring the right foot back to maybe a foot to foot and a half distance. We're coming to this triangle pose. And again, it's fingertips to the ground or maybe to blocks. Stay here and breathe. Good. Your back right foot is completely on the ground. Your left knee has a slight bend. Now, lift your left toes, maybe the whole ball of the foot. Reach it up. Good. And then from here, we walk the hands over, coming into this IT bend stretch on the left side. I know. If you can't actually touch the floor, you can grab your shin in the front to give yourself a little balance. Good. Stay for a breath. Sometimes you'll see the drip of sweat coming down your face when you're in these poses. Totally normal. Stay and breathe. Good. And then set the foot down. Carefully set the right hand down and the left hand down, and then send your right foot all the way to the back of the mat. Let the right knee come down, untuck the toes. And then walk your hands up to your left thigh, and then let right hip really extend. Good. Stay here for a breath. Exhale it out. Now on your inhale, release your fingertips all the way down, and then reach your arms all the way up. Take your right wrist with your left arm, and then turn to one side. So we're just stretching to the left first. Good. And then come back to center. Switch the grip. Go the other direction. Nice. And then come all the way back to center. Inhale, release your fingertips all the way down and shift hips up and back, coming to your hamstring stretch on the left side. So we're pointing the left toes up a lot, so we're getting this big stretch of the hamstring. Knee has a 1% bend. Drop the head, take a breath, and stretch. Inhale, come all the way back up. Take your right hand and pull your foot back so you get even more of a stretch here of the hamstring. And then walk your hands over to the left. So keeping this flexing of the left foot towards the ceiling, and then feel, once again, this nice IT band stretch here. Perfect. Stay here. Take a breath. Exhale it out. Good. And then walk your fingertips all the way to the back. Let's walk ourselves forward. Take your left hand inside of your left leg. Walk your left foot over to the edge of the mat. Come down to lizard pose. So bend at the elbows. Maybe we come all the way down, and we drop the head. Stay here and breathe. Nice work. One more breath here. And then carefully release. Send your left hand, plant it, straighten the arm. Right hand, plant, straighten the arm. Walk your foot a little bit in and then turn to your left. Take your hand to your sacrum bone and then just feel this big stretch, allowing the right hip to really come down, but you're also twisting at the torso. So you have a twist and a right hip flexor stretch at the same time. Stay for one more breath. Good. And now we move to modified side plank or maybe full side plank. So move yourself to your right knee, right shin first. Extend your left foot out. Maybe we come all the way up to our side plank. Take the arm over your head so that we reach over. Maybe we take the left foot up, holding in your side plank. Stay for a breath. Exhale it out. Next inhale, send the hand back down to the ground. Tuck your left toes, tuck your right toes. Move through your chaturanga half push-up. Inhale through to your upward dog or cobra. Exhale, tuck toes, downward facing dog. Nice work. Stay here. Take a big breath in through the nose. Open mouth side, exhale, let it go. Inhale, heels rise, bend your knees. Exhale, step or lightly hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, hands to shins, come up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive, arms to the top, seal the hands. Exhale, hands come to heart center. So let's get some movement here. We're gonna do 2 rounds of sun salutations. If you've never done them before, just follow along and you'll get the gist of it. So inhale, sweep arms all the way up to the top, seal your hands. Exhale, fold over your thighs. Inhale, hands to shins, come up halfway. Exhale, plant the hands, bend the knees, step back to plank or jump to chaturanga. Shift forward, come down halfway or all the way to the mat. Inhale, flip to the tops of your feet, upward facing dog. Exhale, tuck toes, downward facing dog. Stay here for 1 full breath. Inhale in through the nose. Let it out with an open mouth side, exhale. Inhale, heels rise, bend your knees. Exhale, step or lightly hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, hands to shins, come up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive, arms to the top, seal your hands. Exhale, hands to heart center. 1 more round, maybe close your eyes for more challenge. Inhale up, seal hands. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, hands to shins, come up halfway. Exhale, plant the hands, bend the knees, step back to your plank position. Move forward, shift forward, come down halfway, chaturanga. Inhale, flip to tops of feet, upward facing dog. Exhale, tuck toes, downward facing dog. Stay here, take a big breath in through the nose. Open mouth side. Inhale, heels rise, bend your knees. Exhale, step or lightly hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, hands to shins, come up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive, arms to the top, seal your hands. Exhale, hands come to heart center. Nice work, pause here, take a big breath in. Open mouth side, exhale, let it go. Now big toes together at the very top of the mat. Take your big toes together. Heels are slightly apart. Inhale, sweep arms up, we come to chair. So we won't be here for too long. We're just gonna move into this chair post for a transition. So seal the hands at the top, exhale your hands to your heart center. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, twist to your left. Take right elbow on the side of left thigh. So we're trying to get both knees to stay right next to each other. And we're also trying to twist the torso. Booty is below the heart, and we hold. Maybe you take your arms and come into a airplane position. And again, knees are right next to each other, booty is low. Good. Now take your hands, bring them all the way back together, and start to raise your right heel up. Send your right foot all the way to the back. Stay here, we're still in this twisted lunge just for a moment. Good. And now bend your right knee a lot and extend right arm forward and left arm back. We're coming into this twisted lunge position. If you fall out, no big deal, just come back whenever you can. And then take the back arm to the back leg, reach up with your right hand, coming to this big exalted warrior. Good. And then on your inhale, sweep your hand all the way down to the ground, reach up with your left hand. So now I want your right leg to be super straight. So as straight as you can, like it's in plank position. We move to side plank here, full side plank. So summing to the side of your right foot. Maybe you take one foot on top of the other. Maybe we take it and raise it all the way up. Neck is nice and soft. Hold here, breathe. Exhale it out. Next inhale, send your left hand down. Maybe the left foot stays hovered. And then we move through our chaturanga half push-up. Inhale through to your up dog or cobra. Exhale, tuck toes. Downward facing dog. Nice work. Stay here. Take a breath. Open that side. Exhale. Let it go. Inhale, heels rise. Bend your knees. Exhale, step or lightly hop. Top of the mat. Inhale, hands to shins. Come up halfway. Exhale, fold. And then back to chair pose. Inhale, sweep arms up. Chair. Seal the hands at the top. Exhale, hands come to your heart center. Inhale, lengthen. Twist to the other side. We have to be even. So left elbow is now on the side of your right thigh. Booty is below the heart. Check that your knees are right next to each other. One tends to like to jut in front of the other. If you airplaned on the other side, airplane the arms here as well. Open it up. Keep your neck nice and soft. Keep re-engaging through the abdominal muscles. Next, inhale, take hands all the way back to your heart. Raise your left heel up, step your left foot all the way to the back. Stay here in this twist just for a moment. Breathe. Now, bend your left knee generously. Send your left arm forward and your right arm back. We're in this twisted lunge. Stay, breathe. Find your balance for one moment here. Inhale, take your back hand, your back leg, reach up with your left hand. We come to exalted warrior. Good. And your next inhale, sweep the arm all the way down. We come to this twisted lunge. Right fingertips are up, and we extend through the back leg a lot. So left foot is really pushing, so the left leg is nice and straight. And then we carefully move to our side plank. You could also come to modified side plank if you like. Otherwise, we're coming to the side of the left foot, and then we reach up, pause, breathe. Next inhale, take the hand back down. Maybe the right foot still hovers. And then we shift forward, come through our chaturanga, elbows graze the sides. Inhale through to your up dog. Exhale, tuck toes, downward facing dog. Nice work, stay here. Take a big breath in through the nose. Open mouth side, exhale, let it go. Now listen for the change. We're gonna lift the heels nice and high. We're gonna rainbow them to the left. Stay here. We're feeling this big stretch on the right side and a contraction on the left. Option to come forward, do a chaturanga push-up in a twisted way, and then come back up, twisted dog. Nice. Heels come back to center. Rainbow your heels to the opposite side. Feel this extension on the left and the twist on the right first. Optional twisted chaturanga, down and back up, back to your twisted dog. Beautiful work. Inhale, heels come all the way back to center. Stay here, take a breath. Open mouth side, exhale, let it go. Toes together at the back mat, raise your right leg up, bend knee, open hip. We've been here before. Inhale here. On your exhale, take right knee all the way to your nose. This time, step your right foot between your hands. Spin your left heel down. We now have right heel to left arch alignment. I want you to take your hand just inside of your right leg and then reach your left arm up. We're in the extended side angle. Good. You could also option to take your right arm onto your right thigh, if that's a little bit more accessible. You can also take a hand to the block. Good. Now take this top arm and just reach it over your ear. So we're pulling the shoulders down when we do this. So we're extending and stretching, but really pulling shoulders down. Option to take your right arm, let it match like you're holding a big beach ball. Again, shake out the neck and shoulders as much as you can. Use your obliques to hold you here. Right knee is nice and strong. Stay. On your inhale, we take the whole imaginary ball, we reverse it. Keep your right knee in the exact same place, and then hold here. Good. You got it. Beautiful. And now let's move here. So imaginary ball keeps going. We go back to the extended side angle. Inhale, we reverse it. Good. Twice more. Exhale, extended side angle with this imaginary ball. Inhale to reverse. Last one, extended side angle. And then inhale to reverse. Good. And then come back to your warrior two. Straighten your right leg. Turn to the left side of your mat, star pose. Heels and toes out. Seal the hands. Come to horse pose, hold it here. Roll the shoulders back, take your hands to your thighs. Take right shoulder, push it down. Good. And then inhale, exhale, switch to the other side. You got it. Inhale, come back to center, sweep the arms all the way up. Toes point towards the left side of your mat. Exhale the arms out, then wide-legged forward fold, come all the way down. So let the head come down. We're gonna continue to work the side body. So I want you to walk your hands all the way over to your left foot. You're gonna grab the side of your leg with your right hand, maybe take the left hand to your sacrum bone and just pull yourself towards your left leg. Knees have a 1% bend still. Maybe you take your left fingertips, reach them towards the ceiling. Getting this big twist. And feeling this in your legs, nice. Nice horse's breath there, Christos. And then inhale, release. We walk our fingertips to the other side. Take your left hand to the side of your right calf, and maybe the right hand to the sacrum bone. Same thing, reach up. Feel this twist. You got it. And now carefully release your hands all the way back down. We're gonna bend the knees, airplane the arms up, come all the way back up. Send your right toes back towards the front of the mat. We're back in warrior two just for a moment. And then windmill the arms all the way down. Step back to plank, maybe the right foot hovers. Move through your chaturanga push-up. Always know you could skip that step. Meet back. downward facing dog. Nice work. Stay here, take a big breath in through the nose. Open mouth side, exhale, let it go. Big toes together at the back of the mat. Left leg raises, bend knee, open hip. On your exhale, take left knee into your nose, step left foot between your hands. Spin your right heel down. Now we have left heel right arch alignment, spiral all the way up and open. Warrior two, other side. Actually, we were down, so shift forward. We were in this extended side angle first, so let your fingertips drop here. I have the inside of my left arm pressing into the inside of my left knee, a little bit into the shin. I'm holding myself there. Stay here and breathe. Now take your top arm, reach it over, keeping the right shoulder down while you're there. And now match it with your bottom arm, holding this imaginary ball above your head. Good. Inhale, reverse your warrior, bring it all the way back, keep your left knee bent. And then let's move. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale to reverse your warrior. You got it, twice more. Exhale, extended. Use your breath. Inhale, bring it back. Last one, exhale, extended side angle. And then inhale to reverse. Nice job. Break the arms open, come back to your warrior two, and then straighten your left leg. Turn to your right, star pose. Seal the hands, come into horse. Hold here, roll the shoulders back again. And let's just pulse it out here for 8. Pulse 7, pulse 6, 5, good. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, come all the way back up. Toes point towards the right side of your mat. Airplane the arms out, wide-legged forward fold, come all the way down. Just hold yourself here. Take your hands, interlace your fingers behind the nape of your neck, and just let everything fall. Nice, big hamstring stretch here. Take a breath. Exhale it out. One more breath here. Exhale it out. And then send your hands all the way down to the mat. We're gonna come into Skandasana, which is ninja lunge. So we're gonna bend the knee, come all the way down, let the right toes point up. Maybe the fingertips are here, maybe they come to your heart. Hold here. And then inhale, exhale, we move to the other side. Ninja lunge, Skandasana, other side. One more round, inhale, exhale, come all the way down and back. Last one, inhale, exhale, bend the right knee, point the left toes up. Come all the way back to center. Toes point towards the right side of your mat. Bend the knees, airplane your arms out. Come all the way back up to the top. Nice job. Send your left toes towards the front of the mat. Come back to your warrior two, pause. And now windmill your arms all the way down. Step back to plank position, maybe left foot hovers. Move through your chaturanga. Always know you could skip this step. Meet back, downward facing dog. You got it, stay here, take a big breath. Open mouth side, exhale, let it go. We're gonna move into something we just did. So inhale, heels rise. Exhale, rainbow your heels to the left. Inhale, come to twisted plank. Exhale, twisted chaturanga, bring it back up. Shift hips up and back, twisted dog. Inhale, bring the heels to center. Rainbow them to the right. Inhale, come to your twisted plank, and then exhale, twisted chaturanga push-up, and then exhale back to twisted down dog, and then heels come all the way back to center. Nice work, we are almost done. Stay here, take a breath. Open mouth side, exhale, let it go. Now, let both forearms come down to the mat. We're gonna move into dolphin pose just to do a little bit of chest work here. And we're gonna walk our feet towards our elbows. So a lot of work here, pushing into the forearms to hold us. Abs are really engaged. You could stay here, option to take one foot up and extend it to the ceiling, and then maybe switch. We're really pressing into the forearms here, getting a lot of extra work here. One more round. One leg up, and maybe the other. Nice, Christos. Nice, Jenny. And then come all the way down. Stay here. Stay in your forearm plank. Walk your feet back. We're now in a forearm plank position. Hold here. Shoulders or hips are lined up with each other. Our arms are in a number 11, so we're pressing so much into the forearms. Take your feet together at the back of the mat, and let's do a hip dip. So right hip, left hip. You got it. Right, left, right, left. Almost there. Come on. Right, left. Last 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold back in your forearm plank position. Plant right hand, straighten arm. Left hand, straighten arm. Hold here. Shift hips up and back. Downward facing dog. That was a nice sigh of relief I heard in the back here. So take a big breath here. Open mouth side, exhale, let it go. Inhale, heels rise, bend your knees. Exhale, step or lightly hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, hands to shins, come up halfway. Exhale, fold. Toes together, heels slightly apart. Sweep arms up, chair. So we're only in chair to get down to the bottom of the mat, so keep falling, keep going. And as gracefully as possible, you're gonna sit down on the mat, coming right into your boat pose. Good, so we're in boat pose. We wanna make sure that everything is nice and firm. Belly is firm, your shins are right at the tabletop position here. We're holding here. And if you can, we're gonna extend the arms out, maybe extend the legs out, flare the toes. We're just holding here, breathe. Keeping belly nice and flat. We're gonna come down nice and slow, coming to a hollow hold. And then we exhale, we slowly bring it all the way back up. So we're not going fast this time, we're going slow. So inhale, come down. Exhale, bring it all the way back up. You could take one hand to a thigh if you need to. Inhale down. Exhale, nice and slow, bring it up, good. Inhale, extend the body, hollow hold. Exhale, come right back up. Last two, you've got this. Inhale, extend the body. Exhale, bring it back up, nice. Last one, inhale, extend the body. And then exhale, bring it back up. You got it. And then slowly come all the way down to the mat. Holy mackerel, what just happened? And now bend the knees. Stack knees on top of ankles. Send your hands by your sides. And then lift the hips up. Bridge pose. So extending through the hip flexors after all that work you just did. Take your hands as an option, interlace your fingers under your booty. Shimmy the shoulders under. And then push your hips up. Stay. Just breathe. If you have full wheel in your practice, you're welcome to get into that now. If you need a little guide, you take your arms to karate chop arms. You take your fingertips to your shoulders. Come to the crown of the head. Maybe come all the way up into full bridge. Again, just an option if you already do these. If you don't, no big deal. I will help you out the next time. Pause here, breathe. And then carefully come down. Take the chin to the chest. Slowly make your way all the way down. Lift the heels as you come down. And then come back to your bridge pose together. And then slowly make your way all the way down. Booty comes down. Nice work. Bring your knees into your chest. Shake left and right, side to side. Flex the feet. Come into happy baby just for a moment, just because it's one of my favorite positions. Didn't do a lot of terms of squat work, but it's always good to open up left and right side hip. Good. And then release. I want you to extend your legs all the way down to the ground. We're coming back to that first pose. So take your arms all the way up, interlace the fingers except for the index fingers, and then banana yourself over to one side. Hopefully you'll feel a little bit longer in this banana than you did at the very beginning, feeling this big stretch on the right side body. Inhale, come all the way back to center. Banana shape to the other side. Nice. And then come all the way back to center. Release your hands all the way to the sides. Just give your knees one big quick hug. Maybe kiss your knees if you could reach them. Hold here for a breath. And then exhale, release it out. You're in your final resting pose, Shavasana. I want you to stay here, even just for the next 60 seconds while we finish up our practice. If you can always stay for that last breath in Shavasana, it just means it's just so good for your practice, allowing your body to rest and really feel the effects of everything you did in your practice. So we pause here. You find your breath. If you need to, you take one hand to the heart, one hand to the belly so you can really feel the movement of your breath. Hold here for a few more seconds. You've got this, hang in there. One of the biggest challenges is also just to be still. So if you can just be still for a little bit longer, you'll get the full benefit of your practice. Nice work. And then to seal our practice for all the work that we just did, we take one hand to the heart and one hand to the belly and end with 3 deep breaths together. Take a deep breath in through the nose. You can stay in a lying down position too. Exhale, let it go. Again, big inhale. Open mouth sigh, exhale. Take one more big deep breath. Hold it at the very, very top of your lungs. Sip in a little bit more air. Exhale, let it go. Nice work, everybody. Beautiful work. Namaste.